Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to what is an account tour video, progress video, whatever you want to call it. Now, it's been a long time since I've done a video like this, and I just wanted to do that, and this is not going to be like a state of the game type video. I am still kind of planning to do one of those, but I want to kind of do it close to when they do like a next roadmap. Because that's the other thing as well, like, Kabam need to answer for what they're planning to do. Because, you know, I don't want to be left in the dark, as well as all the other players as well, not just me. Don't want to be left in the dark about what's going on with the game, and they want to know what the future really kind of like has in store for them. From the solo competitive mode, which basically is Alliance War Season 31, because, yeah, if you don't follow like what's going on with that, it just seems like that's the case. So it's been a busy year for me, and busy year for additions of champions to the roster. There's a lot more productivity that I could have done and should have done this year, but I think that's the point of trying to still be in a good place with the game, to grind out, make content and other stuff, and largely it's been the case I've been interested to play the game, but the things I've been more interested in on month in, month out basis has been either variants or monthly content. But I do feel Kabam have let us down in certain areas when it comes to like variants, which is sad because I kind of feel like the kind of modes that I was most interested in with variants is not there. So like I think Contamination was this year, Arachnid Action was this year, Deadpalooza was here, and I've kind of felt like as the variants have gone on, they've been kind of regressing back into just like a bad state. More so when it comes to Deadpalooza. Deadpalooza was kind of like the worst one, especially because it upset the narrative of the grind of the hashtags when the best champion to take against Venompool, the end boss, was not a hashtag mercenary. So I'm like, meh, weird. But in any case, there's still stuff that I need to be doing, and I will, you know, actively do. I got a bit bored with Act 7.3, and that's just like happens. Act 7.1 I enjoyed. Act 7.2 kind of regressed for me into, again, a more kind of like boring state, and that's why I decided, oh, I've got no interest in doing this. But I'd be more interested in Cavalier difficulty. Less so when it comes to the way that they've made the last two variants, which I felt like kind of reduced down and kind of ruined the pacing of it. Especially if you're looking at having to bring in a specific counter for one specific champion that they decided to put on certain routes. The December one has been better for different types of enemy champions on paths, but has been terrible when it comes to like preparedness against some of the crossfight abilities, and a lot of time going like, oh great, we got crossfight buffs, that's great, that helps out against the end boss, but at the same time a lot of the champions being used in order to do it haven't really been there. Now, content aside, there's still like Incursions. I'm not really kind of like overly interested with that. And as well, getting things like Abyss of Legends done 100%ing. Again, it's just down to a time sync thing, and I don't want to sink in several hours. So I think I'll go back to Abyss of Legends once I have rank 4 champions, just to make it more interesting. I wouldn't say bearable, but kind of more in my favour, if it could be ever in my favour. And if I'm able to get an Awakened Aegon, I might go back in there for my 6-star version. But I've definitely got champion options and ones that I am going to be doing some Karina's challenges. I'm going to set up some streams for those in the new year, or kind of assess the time sync into that versus doing something like Act 7 and Act 7.2 100%ing and Act 7.3 100%ing, which I still want to do. But yeah, that's really the plan with that. I also plan to get back to more arena grinding, which you know, you'll probably see on streams. But now enough about that. Let's focus on champions, because that's the other thing. Account tour on champions. I do bear in mind this video is going to be put out before I do my opening on Christmas Day. Christmas Day is so far looking like 2 6-star features, 1 6-star Mutant Nexus. Now I do plan to get a lot more than the 6-star the feature 6 stars that you see on the screen right now. Like, I do want to try and get myself a Hercules and an Overseer and Penny Parker as well. So that was going to be the plan with that. There's also some good things in the sub featured, which are okay. Like, you know, most of them actually I've got, so I don't know what I'm kind of looking at like, oh, I got it. But mainly like some chance for Hercules. Hopefully I can get a Christmas Miracle like I had last year. That was certainly nice. Or I get saved for Null and Kitty Pryde on the January featured. New champions. Okay, new champion acquisitions. I haven't really done much when it comes to rank ups, and that's my plan, is to gather resources over the Christmas period and then start sinking them into rank 3ing some champions, because believe it or not, I still haven't made decisions on rank ups. There's loads of champions, no-brainers that I should be ranking up. It's just a case of going who gets them and what purpose they're serving. So I've got a lot of plans to kind of rank up some champions. Spider-Man 2099 at the moment is my dead cert for a rank 3 6-star. And I've got several others. Like, I don't have like a huge amount of 6 stars at rank 3, but I could have a lot more. I just need to kind of like pull the trigger on ranking them up. And also maybe do some like videos and stuff. Got Medusa as a rank 2, which I can put up to rank 3, which I'm going to. And there's several others down here that I'll be doing once I get either Awakenings or I kind of figure out a need, want, and desire for them. You know, I've got Beardo down here, and I've recently picked up an Awakening gem, which I'm more than likely going to use, but I want to assess the amount of signature stones I can put into 200 signature. And also considering things like my prestige, which is going to be another huge factor as well. Like, I do want to have a massive prestige jump, because I've got 11,000 at the moment on my prestige, but I could have a lot more. And that just boils down to investing in signature stones. Is it wise to do that against certain ones? Is it a case that I'm doing that for that reason? Am I doing it for resource? But you can see right here, like, I've definitely picked up some champions that have to go up further. Venompool, Nebula, Sunspot, Captain America, Infinity War. And then we've also got... Going through like a few of them there, like Joe Fixer. I'm not a massive fan of the buff. King Groot. That's probably going to be a rank 3 at some stage. But again, it's just putting a long list together of champions to rank 3. Why am I rank 3ing them? For what purpose? Are any of these going to be put up to rank 4 in the future? Because, you know, Doctor Doom is kind of the no-brainer for kind of going forward. And I've still got a lot to do with trying to get the tier 6 basic fragments and tier 3 alpha catalyst fragments. But again, that's kind of like one of the goals for 2022, is get more engaged with the endgame content. I'm enjoying the monthlies rather than enjoying some of the permanent content, unless they do something similar to the Grandmaster Gauntlet, which I actually enjoyed. But it's sad if there's only one piece of content in 2021 that I can go like, okay, I love this. The other stuff has been just like, eh. But I wonder what the future's going to hold, and that's what the roadmap will largely be to do, to kind of like let us know what is the future. Will I plan to go back to Act 6? Maybe, but I just don't, again, from a time perspective. And I've got the champions now, and when I go back to this and do a guide, which I'm going to be doing, which I was meant to do in December, but because I got ill, and then I'm still having now kind of feeling the after effects of it, I think I might have to bump a lot of that kind of like writing of the guides. So I did a guide for Act 6 and Act 5 back a long time ago, and I did plan to do a lot of those in December, but then I got ill, which took me out for a week, and now is like I'm in the second week, and I'm still kind of like not to give big graphics, like I'm kind of like hucking up mucus, which I am trying to suppress, and it is getting better, but it's just the case, it's like it is what it is, so I have to be very careful about, again, length of time that I'm recording content and the effects of that. So it's just a case of going like, look, we'll get back to where I will probably stream it, but at the same time, I want to also work on an alt account, which is Paul the Boy, which you'll probably see some streams of very soon, and back to the grind of that content. But either way, that's been the account tour. Lots of new champions, lots of 5 stars as well, but 5 stars aren't really on my radar. 5 stars for me at the moment are kind of fitting a purpose of being either one path on AQ that they're meant to be taking down, one particular interaction on something like Cavalier difficulty, which I think are going to be, you know, I have a not so easy rotation, like Abomination, easy poison rotations for usage in things like for AQ, and as well some stuff with Cavalier difficulty. And then there's other things as well that I've recently ranked up, again, that fits purposes. So Mojo was a recent one, Gwenpool was, again, like easy rotations of bleed, and finding out champions that kind of like are good for easy rotation, the same way that, you know, mutant champions that I'm kind of, my next big thing is to target a champion that is inverted controls immune, because I'm not a massive fan of inverted controls. So I'm trying to find solutions to weaknesses that I have in my playstyle that just would take too long for me to correct, and find something that's kind of like an easier workaround. And I think that's another aspect of it. Yes, you can train yourself, at the same time finding easier workarounds also the other way as well. So you can go 2 directions. It's not just about one particular direction in your MCOC career, as it were. You can have two directions of play: find immunities, interaction, or playstyle change. So you choose which route you go down with it. But yeah, that has been a video. That has been the account tour of the various different types of 5 stars and 6 stars that I have, what I've been up to, what are my plans, which I'll probably do like a full kind of detailed target and how to set targets within the game type list. There's a lot of stuff still for me to do, which is nice. I don't really like kind of saying I'm done with it all, because it's like if you're done with everything, then you don't play the game. So I like continuing on playing the game at my own pace and enjoying the game, as I welcome everybody else to do. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure as well to check out some other content, which will be located on screen right about now. And I'll see you in some other stuff. And depending on when I upload this, which might be Thursday, there will be a sponsored content piece of video, which is going to be a microphone products video by Toner. So look out for that one later on today. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.